Hi! Welcome to my channel and magandang buhay. Pag-uusapan natin ngayon ang isang maintrigang tanong ni interviewer sa applicant. Why should we hire you? 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 Isang maintrigang tanong na sa pakiramdam natin o pakiramdam ni applicant ay parang hindi niya alam kung paano sagutin ang bagay na to. Isipin mo na lang, isang napakabigat na tanong na sa pakiramdam mo ay wala kang lusot sa bagay na to. As if there's no way out. Ihalintulad mo ito sa isang bagay na halimbawa ikaw ay merong nililigaw ang isang babae at sasabihin niya, bakit naman kita sasagutin? Or sasabihin niya, if you are a salesman, bakit ko naman bibilihin ang produkto mo? Napakabigat na tanong, di ba? It's a very difficult question. Pakiramdam mo para bang nabuhusan ka ng malamig na tubig. Pakiramdam mo, bumuhos ang mundo sa iyo na napakabigat. But, pag-uusapan natin yan at ilalahad ko sa inyo, pag-usapan muna natin how we have to analyze this question. Kasi we have to know the root word of the question para maintindihan natin ang tanong na why should we hire you? Why should we hire you? Okay? There are 2 points sa question na to. Para mailahad mo maigi ang iyong sarili and you will be able to answer the question correctly or brilliantly, kailangan you should know the negative point and the positive point. Now, sa negative point, don't talk negatively about your previous company. Don't talk about trash, about your previous boss or yung mga colleagues mo dati. Don't say anything bad about them because it lowers your self-esteem. Another one is that don't ever say that you are best of something. Kasi if that happens, isipin ni interviewer or ni hiring manager na you are irrelevantly boasting something. Kung wala ka pa naman napapatunayan, then what's the use of it? Diba? Alright. Now, let's go to the positive point about this question. Talk about your abilities. Showcase what you can do and how you can do it. Okay? Halimbawa, if you are a fresh graduate in college, you can talk about how and what was your journey in college in your course and say something about your education and what it is and try to manage or align the idea or thought sa the needs and objectives and practices ni company. Okay? Now, if you are a veteran worker naman, delve deeper into showing what you have previously accomplished during your previous jobs and what can you contribute to the company. Maigi din na you can show your documents like your diploma or your certifications and or references, character and educational references as an evidence naman to support your claim. Okay? Now, let's get started. Why should we hire you? Why should we hire you? That's a very strong question. Actually, this question is being asked by the interviewer during the secondary and final interview, hindi sa preliminary interview. This question, why should we hire you, entails about selling yourself to the hiring manager. Isa itong mahalin tulad sa tanong na, bakit ako bibili ng kotse? Ano ba ang kaginhawaan or ano ba ang kaimportansya nito sa akin? Why this question is being asked is because the hiring manager is looking at your value at work and what you can bring to the company to grow with it. In stating this value, or you're instating your value, you have to prove that you are an appropriate person. Okay? Citing I'm smarter, I'm a hard worker is not just good enough because you are not actually selling yourself to the hiring manager properly. And besides, ang mga responses na to ay very common no among the other candidates. So, hindi yan nagkakaroon ng magandang impact sa pandinig ni hiring manager. Kailangan ni applicant na masuri na maigi ang root of this question. And the root is, what is your value? And why are you more valuable than the other candidates? That is the root of the question. Dapat si applicant ay maisad niya kay hiring manager na ano ba ang kaibahan niya sa mga other candidates. So, in so doing, si applicant ay alam niya dapat kung ano ba si company na ina-applyan niya. Dapat si applicant ay alam niya what the company is trying to achieve. And si applicant should know what are the goals of the company. Now, being an applicant, you have to talk what you have done in the past and what has prepared you ready for the job that you are applying for. Talk about what you're trying to achieve in your career. Kung saan ka ba patungo? Where you want to be in the future, in the near future, just in case you get employed by the company. And be very specific sa inyong sagot. Don't generalize your answer, okay? Sabihin mo, I know how to get things done with little or no supervision from my superior. Okay? Magbigay ka ng mga halimbawa, mga examples in telling yourself to the hiring manager. Pwede mo sabihin na you studied accounting and then after graduation, you took the licensure exams for accountancy. You took various jobs in accounting, and at one point, you were even appointed or promoted to become an auditor because you are good at seeking or good at numbers and good at pointing faults, especially in accounting procedures. Ganon. Very specific ka. And that's a very good answer. Ngayon, sa tanong na yan, si hiring manager ay magkakaroon o magbibigay ng secondary question kaagad. Follow-up question agad yan. Sasabihin niya, so why do you want to work here? What motivated you to work here? Yan ang tanong niya kaagad sa'yo. Ang magandang sagot ay, well, I want to work here because I admire the company's culture in dealing with its employees, particularly your people-first policy. Magandang sagot yan. Although, hindi naman pambobola, but if it's a reality, then say it. Okay? Say about the good policy of the company that you are applying for. And the hiring manager will be convinced na you know what you are talking about. Okay? So now, we can now say that the only secret in answering why should we hire you is that you don't generalize your answer. Like, I'm smart, I'm a hard worker, don't say that. You are supposed to be very specific in your answers, okay? And you personify unique qualities na higit sa iba. And the most important thing is that you understood the question well enough that you talk about what you have done in the past that prepared you for this role and what makes you better than the others during the interview. Okay. So, madali lang nasagot yun. At least, very important thing is that you should know and understand the question. You should know the root of the question. And the root is, what is your value at work? And why are you more valuable than the other candidates na kasabayan mo during the interview session? Alright? That's a very good tip. At least you have learned something about it now and you can prepare yourself. Try to expand this thought and visualize things. And then script mo na rin so that when the hiring manager will ask you during the preliminary and final interview, you are ready to state what you are and what you have prepared for and how good are you in dealing with this in the future. Alright? So hanggang dito na lang muna. And please subscribe to my channel. I-like nyo na rin itong vlog na to and share it to your friends so that makatulong din sa kanila. This information will help them a lot in their job hunting journey. Okay? See you next time.